All right, the second thing that we are doing today, there is a little a piece of hose about 2 inches long, maybe even less than that, that goes from a metal pipe to the engine, and it's a cooling line. And because it's next to the engine, it gets heat up and deteriorates, and then many times somebody would be on the road and that thing fails, and it's kind of difficult to get to. It's under the intake manifold, and once Mitch will get his hands out, maybe I'll be able to show it on the camera where exactly it is. But there's this guy, and I'll put the link in the description box, who sells the little silicone replacement hose. I think I'm calling it right, but in any case, one can probably go to Auto Parts and then buy that little piece and with new clamps. But I end up paying to the guy. He specifically caters to Land Cruisers, and I figured it would be a nice way to support people who coming out with the solution, aftermarket solutions for some of the weak points of the vehicle. But it's really difficult to get to. We tried it from the top, but from the top would be almost impossible. One will have to remove completely the intake manifold. So we found that coming from this side, from the side of the engine bay, would be but it's just too dark. I cannot see it with a naked eye, and it's going to be even harder to see it on a camera, but it's in that general vicinity. If anyone will decide to put a replacement hose in there, that's where it is. It's right under intake manifold. It goes to the side of the engine, and it's a metal pipe that goes within those less than 2 inches away from the engine, and then it connects to the engine with that rubber piece. And so that's what we're doing today on the Land Cruiser. Okay, this is the piece of the rubber that, the hose that's getting replaced. It's a short little sucker, but this one will last pretty much for the life of the vehicle. At least it should. And it comes with those nice clamps that are designed not to ever loosen up. Alright, here's the pipe. I think I got a little bit more light in there, and it's a little bit more visible. So it's right there inside of the engine. But another thing I wanted to mention is we had to remove the transmission dipstick out of its place, because it's kind of blocking access to that thing, and it will make it a lot easier to access it. And there's just a couple of bolts, and then it's a 2-piece tube that the dipstick runs into the transmission into. And it takes apart 2 bolts that keep the top part together, and then it just slides out. So it's just a little tip if somebody's going to try to replace that piece of hose. Of course, unless one is doing the whole cooling system flush and has drained it already, there's going to be some antifreeze coming out from the engine block. And alright, the little hose is back on, and obviously it's not going to be visible,